many words. So do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him. You see, pray then in this way. Our Father who is in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is written or recorded in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. Do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from evil, or from doing evil. Now, we have already seen that God gave us the earth as people, so we have authority over the earth, and that the things that happen on the earth, three things decide them. One is the will of God. Two, the behavior of the people on the earth who God has given the authority. And three is the prayers that we pray. Now, these three things will cause a decree to go forth from God, and what we see are the results. I've said that the fact that God has given us authority doesn't mean we just choose anything we like and it will happen. No, there's a particular principle. We can choose our actions, but the consequences are automatic. For example, if I'm on top of a building and the building has 25 floors, no matter how much I'm in a hurry, I will not jump from up and come down. If I'm in a hurry, I will run down the steps. If I'm in a hurry, I enter the lift. So if I need to be on the ground, I will leave wherever I am on time. If I decide to use the other way, which is quicker, all right, rapidly, I'll be on the ground in a few seconds, but I'll be dead. That is jumping out from the level for floor 25 where I am in. All right, so you see that even though I have the right to come down, I can't come down just anywhere I like. I have to come down in such a manner that I don't die in the process. That's what we mean. If we want the will, now what is the will of God? Let's talk about that briefly. You know, I said three things. One, the will of God. Number two, our behavior. And then number three, our prayers. They actually go together. Now, I've already established that the way we behave, the things we say, how we will live our lives, they are seeds that we are sowing, and eventually they will bring forth fruit. There will be consequences. Once you have chosen your seed, you don't have a choice over the fruit. You only have a choice over the seed. That's the way it works. Now, what do I mean by the will of God? Let me quickly talk about the will of God briefly. What is the will of God? The will of God means that God has a desire. God has a plan. God knows how your life should be. That if everything goes according to his own desire and his good purpose, this is how your life will be. This is how the earth will be. For example, he says to the children of Israel, this is my will. You will leave Egypt, you will pass through the wilderness, and you will enter into the promised land. And in the promised land, you will settle, and you will be fruitful, and there will be no poor person in your midst. That's the will of God. He told them like that. But did they experience that? No. Why? Like I said, three things, right? The next one says the behaviors of man. So what did they do? They left Egypt quite all right. They offered the sacrifices that were commanded to our existence on this earth. Even when we have done what is wrong, there's a kind of prayer we will pray that will suspend judgment, and God will give us another opportunity to do that which is right without having to reap the harvest of the one we did earlier. Why? Because of intercessory prayer. So that's what prayer does. Actually, what is prayer? Prayer is the way by which we establish, now I'm teaching on prayer specifically. Prayer is the way by which we establish the will of God on the earth. We have the authority. I began with that. We have the authority to say, God, come to the earth, do something good. Now, I said earlier, if God comes to the earth without us saying that, he will only come as a judge. All right? But let me get another practical example. I'm a father. In that house, my wife and I, and me being chief of the two, have the authority over what comes into the house or what doesn't come in. God can my ears here, okay? And then, I would, without knowing I'm talking to somebody, I'll say, what do I do? If you had another woman before, it is not, I want this, I want that. It's not the main way we wield our authority. The way we wield it is primarily through what we do. So if I go and start committing adultery, what I have done is to open the door. Without realizing that I've signed an agreement with Satan, you can enter into the house. So it goes into the house and begins to destroy the house. I can complain from now till tomorrow. I give him the right. I may not know that. Okay? In the same manner, if God wants to bless my children, I also have to yield the authority to him. And there are two ways by which you yield the authority, or you approve God to come into my point. So that's number one way by which we yield authority to God. The number two way, which goes with the first one, or actually in practice, is that prayer matter. So I now say to my children, having lived according to the manner that's pleasing to him, the prayers we pray actually to cancel the negative ones you have done. That man I was talking about earlier, who Satan has now entered his house, all right, because of what he did, he can cancel it. He can cancel that action through confession of sin, through prayer and asking God for forgiveness. And God will help him and close the door that he opened by his own actions. His confession of sin will close that door. He's asking God for help. We revert the consequence of the negative things that he has done. So that's how prayer is. But let me just complete the other thing I was saying. So how do we bring God in? The second way is simply by prayer. So you say to God, Lord, you have more power than I do. You have more ability than I do. I want my children to be rich and successful and become.
You are the daddy. Magic water 2.9 magic. We bring and give you all you need. Oh, music, sports, and weather news, everything. We are the best. We don't spread.
What up, ABS City? It's your boy Tidy Man hanging out on Magic 102.9 FM, ABS City. Magic FM, Magic FM, 102.9 ABS City. Magic FM, Magic FM, 102.9 ABS City. Done with the intro, now we up in the tempo. Magic FM, #1 on the A list. Riding on the waves, #1 to the O2.
Ike, you don't play your music and I won't call the police.
And it's now
Something for everyone.
stand by for action.
Akon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God, thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. If I take the blame, put it all on me. I just pray that I won't end up lonely. This world will drive you real crazy and out of control. Make you wanna pull out and let them show. No matter how rough that road, far you go, take it easy and live life slow. Through all the highs and lows, stay 10 toes.
Don't slide. Don't slide, Ike. Ike, don't slide. No matter what, no matter how rough the road is, no matter how far I go, take it easy and leave slow. Yeah, one step at a time, like the baby kind of step. Yeah, right. That's the dose for somebody who needs to be inspired this morning, and I feel energized already. Beautiful, but hey, don't let it slip away. It's the Magic Morning. We're back at 6:07.
In my search for freedom and peace of mind, I've left the memories behind. It's about mine, passion that you planted in the beating of my heart. It's a passion that will never stop. Someday, someway, together we will be, baby. I'll take and you take your time. We wait for our fate, 'cause nobody owns us, baby. We can shake and rock.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's manufacture excuses and also pay attention to how you alter the world someday. Someday. And maybe today, of course, is the day the Lord has made, that someday leaves your vocabulary. Yeah. And start moving. Heaven knows you deserve better. I sure know I do. Come on, Johnny Drill, 6:12 in the morning.
Johnny is a player. Oh. My sister, you know what I heard.
I'll feel you. Don't give your heart to me, I know good. You're pure and simple, but I'm full of shit. I love me single, only fools commit. Yeah. One of a kind. So many people wish you were the girl in their lives. I'll be crazy not to be queuing in line. But just before you decide, I need to tell you I'm that. Is there something that a guy I never missed alright? Olakunle might be your type. I'm that. Is there something better, guy? But I need your love. I need your love. Oh, I need your love. Deep down I know that, girl, I need your love. I need your love. Oh, I need your love. I need your love. Are you not scared I might?
6 years? Whoa! And happened with Liverpool. Now, as it stands, no Champions League trophy for Liverpool. Now, you saw what played out yesterday, they lost out. And the fact, my Liverpool friend based in Trinidad, I sent him one crazy text yesterday. He called me and said, hey, I know I was waiting for your text or your call. He was so happy that they were like 16 points clear and for Arsenal. But he made one comment that if you were Man City on the second place in the league table, that longer than usual rainy season, beginning in the late March, yes, the last week of this month, and ending in the early December. Yeah, the rainy season is expected to start as early as the last week of March, while the end of the season is expected to the first week of December, within the neighborhood. So he explained that Lagos State, alongside neighboring Ogun State, will see an increase in rainfall this year, with the Ikeja, Badagry, Ikorodu, Lagos Island, as usual, even Epe, all experiencing above normal precipitation levels. But before one, we know, but we're more reactive than proactive most times in issues like this. Now, a quick run through the headlines to see what's on the train this morning again. See, Amnesty International yesterday said the federal government must stop threatening individuals and condemn the alleged threats and intimidations being faced by Lagos-based National Youth Service Corps member Osha Ugwamaye. I hope I got it right, but she's been all over the social media space, trending, it went viral. Well, but what I try to do is to make sure the next time I'm up for post-mortem, most of the points raised will not repeat itself. Learn to take responsibility for your actions, please. It will help you move forward in life. Even the Trade Union Congress TUC also waded into the trending issues of the corps member who allegedly got threatened by officials of the NYSC for criticizing Tinubu's administration. TUC boss Festus Osifo said that the corps member spoke out of frustration, advising the government not to go after her but to be tolerant of critics. TUC president, however, advised critics to always criticize the government within the expected norm, with some level of decorum. That's very important. Sometimes we lose it. Okay. Ex-vice president raised her courage, describing her as a symbol of a new generation of politically engaged women. Gun battle is ensued, resulting in the neutralization of 6 kidnappers, and the victims were rescued unharmed And security operatives recovered 2 AK-47 rifles and all that. Yeah. Rescued individuals were later taken to the police hospital for medical attention. And in Enugu, Governor Peter Mbah has praised the Department of State Services, DSS, in Enugu for a successful operation that led to the arrest of 5 prominent kidnappers hiding in forests across the state. The arrests were made sometime last week after DSS operatives tracked the suspects to 2 separate hideouts in Enugu following credible intelligence. Now, the individuals arrested are believed to be members of a notorious 36 polytechnics owned by the federal government have sought the intervention of the Rural Electrification Agency, REA, to provide solar power to the institutions. Speaking during a visit to REA in Abuja, the chairman committee of chairman governing councils of federal polytechnics across Nigeria, Senator Barnabas Gemade, requested the assistance of the agency to ensure a sustainable and stable power supply. He reiterated the need to electricity, for electricity in the institution, particularly those in areas yet to be connected to the national grid. Now, speaking during the meeting, the REA managing director.
I cannot bow down. I will never bow down. I cannot bow down. Hey! Look at me. What do you see? What do you see? Same thing about you, that's what you see. That's what you see. Whatever you believe in, so you're gonna be. So you're gonna be. Why should I bow down? I will never bow down. Baba Lavo Power. I need a power. Mommy, what a power. Don't you ever bow down. Don't you bow down. Some get bread, but I can't think. Some get mouth, but I...
There's no stopping. There's no stopping. And who else? Robots Chidi Otis. Hello, Rob. Good morning. It's I Find Chuku Fire. What's up, Chuku? Good morning, bro. You're the man. And Victor Nania has got us on the floor with you. Ibabuchi Obonia. What's up from Ubunamo? That's where you are. Kanongwa. That's where you represent. Say hello to everybody in your neighborhood, okay? We love you like Hail Mary. Chukwujeku Olive is saying up, up, up we go. It's business as usual. Or maybe something different. And Lucky.
Hello, IGG, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, I am, listen, IGG, I am the fan. I must commend you immensely. You are doing great.
I signed.
Office day for kilometer 3 Aba Enugu Expressway, Osisioma Aba, kilometer 5 Owerri Aba Road, Naze, Owerri West, Imo State, kilometer 21 Port Harcourt Aba Expressway, Irebe, Obiakpor River State. Green us for 0803-791-9117 or 0814-539-9593. Divine Gates Aluminum Products Limited, Builder's Choice.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, HFM.com.
For me, I wouldn't.
No, it's a serious.
Nothing is more serious than a Golden Morn breakfast with my family. Don't you understand? All our winnings start with a nutritious golden breakfast. Now, sit down. Please join us.
Yes, ma'am. At once. Breakfast is serious business. Handle it with a nutritious Golden Morn. Now with a great new look. Trust Golden Morn to help flow your family to win every day. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
Me na agbapụ ịgba n'ụgbọala ma ọ bụ na-agba egwu na agbamakwụkwọ ezigbo ọyị gị ma ọ bụ naanị gị na ndị enyi gị na-akpọrị ndụ Udenive Dry ga-eme gị mma. Enwere ya ugbu a n'obere mkpọ 25mm maka ọmarịcha ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị ma ihe a na-eme.
Bịa nso ka m jukene gị ihe kedu ihe na-egbochi gị mgbe ị na-eteta n'ụtọ.
A reason to imagine.
nne tinyere m anụ egwu gbara agba ya na afa na abụọ buru ibu ịbịazie were umeji anụ dị mma chọọ ya bụ ngwugwu mma
etelegodu gị biko iwe welago olee ezi ị ga-eji ata ihe niile ndị a ka eze gị ahụ dị ka ebe moto na trọk nwere ihe mberede okporo ụzọ ọ bụ na ọ na-egbuzi gị mgbu biko
na-ebekwanụ nke ahụ abụrụla ihe gara aga o ekele dịrị close-up toothpaste nke ọhụrụ a na-akpọ complete fresh protection ọ eziokwu o close-up complete fresh protection na-enye gị nchekwa nke ime ọnụ zuru oke o nwere fluoride na antibacterial zinc nke na-eme ka eze gị sie ike gbochie inwe olulu n'eze gị ma busokwa nje eze agha
gbam dede na-eje n'egwu adịghị ma onwe m na-aga ugbo igoro close-up toothpaste complete fresh protection nke m
close-up complete fresh protection maka nlekọta ahụ dị mkpa nke ime ọnụ gị chọrọ toothpaste nke a dị na blue gel.
Hello, Mandewo. Achọrọ m inye driver ahụ ego gị ka o wetara gị ya na village.
Enyela onwe gị nsogbu nwa m. Ziga ya na akaụntụ Smart Cash m.
Mama. Ya bụ na ị maara banyere Smart Cash.
Enu, ha na-enye ọtụtụ onyinye. Send ya na nọmba Airtel m.
Ọ dị mma. Mam dị sharp.
Ngwa Piasta 939# ma ọ bụ download ngwa Smart Cash ka imepe akaụntụ nke gị ka ị nwee ike yorie nnukwu onyinye 20,000 naira na Smart Cash. Ị ga-esite na onyinye 20,000 naira gị kwụọ ụgwọ oge ọbụla izuru oge okwu ma ọ bụ
to help your kids refuel at break time and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Struggle every day. Plenty wahala. Oye wahala. Genji kasala. I don't bring good tori. Total energies I get. Better oil when protecting engine. Total energies I get. Engine go last well. Total energies I get. Go day before you go check the oil. Total energies I get.
Experience Total Energies for everyday engine protection and more mileage.
How far? This question now for you. Wouldn't they make you come up from bed for morning? Shina the sun with the rise? I been at your alarm with the ring? No, not that dream. That drive, that unstoppable force with the inside you. And you sabi waiting the further drive, not to start your day strong with rich.
This public announcement is issuing a stern warning to all those involved in the Nefarious Act to discontinue from collection of all government fees, levies, fines, etc. in the said market or face consequences of their action. All revenues due to the government shall be collected through the approved agent of the Abia State Board of Internal Revenue in conjunction with the Abia State Estate Development Agency. To this end, anyone with any claim should write to the office of the Honorable Commissioner for Land and Housing to present his claim. Be properly guided. This is signed by Chaka I. Chukwumeriche, Honorable Commissioner.
17th March 2025 at Amoforo Village Hall at number 200 Oboya Road by 10 a.m. It is very mandatory to every indigene of Etito Hazu community. Special guest His Royal Highness Eze Blessing Chiba Obuna JP Ohazurume III of Etito Hazu. Signed, Honorable Chief.
Oil companies indebted to the Federation account. The committee's investigation collectively owing $1.7 billion in outstanding liabilities to the Federation. According to a statement by the spokesperson of the House, Akin Rotimi, Kuros Energy Limited settled its outstanding liability with a payment of 1.2 billion naira on March 11, 2025. Sepla Production Development Limited fully discharged its obligation by remitting 27.6 billion naira between March 10 and March 14, 2025. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC) has been furnished with evidence of these payments for final verification. Additionally, Shoreline Natural Resources Limited had made a $30 million payment towards its $100.28 million and do not submit the necessary documents needed, hence the need for the memo. The Abia State government has fully enforced its procurement laws, making it mandatory for all contractors and vendors to register with the Due Process and Public Procurement Bureau before doing business with the state. Senior Special Assistant to the State Governor on Due Process, Dr. Oluebube Chukwu, who stated this in an interview at his office over the weekend in Umahia, revealed that before his appointment, many people and business owners were unaware of the Bureau's existence, adding that through deliberate reforms, the agency had become a key player in the governance structure of the state. That enables seamless online registration system without bureaucratic bottlenecks, adding that one of the endemic George in Port Harcourt, the state capital, on Sunday, presenting the 2025 appropriation bill, rather than attempting to gain public sympathy by portraying lawmakers as obstacles. He challenged the governor to produce an acknowledged copy of the letter he claimed he had sent to the House. George further said the governor frustrated all the House efforts to work with him to resolve the lingering crisis immediately after the Supreme Court judgment, particularly on the aspect of presenting the appropriation bill in the interest of the state. The Federal Judicial Service Commission has confirmed the appointment of Kabir Akombi as the substantive chief registrar of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. The confirmation was conveyed to him via a letter issued on Friday, March 14, 2025. You may recall that Akombi was appointed in acting capacity on February 13, 2025, following the retirement of the 0.111 convictions, that is 4,111 convictions in 2024. According to a statement by the agency spokesperson Dele Oyewale, the EFCC boss spoke on Saturday in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, at the end of a 3-day retreat for directors with the theme EFCC, the journey so far, ensuring professionalism and integrity. Olukoyede attributed the feat achieved to the commitment, sacrifices, and dedication of staff, promising to surpass the record in 2025. He harped on the need to uphold professionalism and integrity in the fight against corruption, adding that the EFCC's workforce would turn out to be a critical mass of honest, highly motivated, and effective team. Olukoyede assured that in another 6 months, he would deliver a brand new EFCC in Nigeria. Some soldiers in Lagos have been accused of... You're listening to the news at dawn on Magic 102.9 FM, Aba, and next is Business Update.
The Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, has asked the cement manufacturers to crash the product's price to 7,000 naira per bag. The minister cited the new exchange rate and the reduction in petrol price, which are reducing production costs for manufacturers. Umahi gave the manufacturers 7 days to lower cement prices, or they would be reported. The expected growth will be underpinned by stronger contributions from the services and industrial sectors, alongside informal sector activities captured following the rebasing of the country naira depreciation against the market. VFS losses were by telecommunication companies, industrial goods, and also consumer goods. The value of the naira has struggled against other foreign currencies in official and unofficial market. MTN Nigeria Communications PLC and 6 other prominent companies collectively incurred staggering foreign exchange losses amounting to 2.06 trillion naira in 2024. This marks a significant 28.9% increase from the 1.6 trillion naira recorded in 2023. The huge losses once again highlight the severe strain imposed by the naira's continuous depreciation against
789-1592.
Now, news, sports, traffic, weather. You can depend on us. Means variety and breaking news when it happens. 102.9 FM.
Still on the news, from the foreign scene, a plane carrying more than 200 Venezuelans deported by the U.S. has landed in El Salvador, hours after a U.S. judge ordered the Trump administration not to do so. El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele wrote on social media that 238 members of the Venezuelan gang Tren Aragua had arrived, along with 23 members of the international MS-13 gang on Sunday morning. The arrival in the Central American nation came after a federal judge blocked U.S. President Donald Trump. Legends. Sports now. World number 2 Eniola Bolaji has solidified her dominance in para-badminton by winning her second medal in 2 weeks. The Paralympic bronze medalist triumphed over Turkey's Halim Yildiz 21-7, 21-10 in the women's final at the Spanish Para-Badminton International 2025 in Toledo, Spain on Sunday. Bolaji began her campaign by defeating India's Sanjara Kumari 21-15 and 21-88 in the second round. The multiple African champion then dispatched Ukraine's Oksana Koziba 21-16, 21-14 in the semi-final. And the latest president of the Badminton Federation of Nigeria, Francis Obi, praised.
That's okay. I've forgotten your title name. Can you remind
which of them?
No, the local, the one you got in Abia State, the Omega something Oha, you know.
How can you forget that one?
Maybe old age.
Anyway, very soon, I know that I will climb the Milton Hill, you know, and of course get to Ngo, and I'm sure you're going to give me one. But the one you're forgetting is Enyoha. And if it's Okateche, then of course, and then I'm shipping you to Benue or Rockham for that matter.
I see. That's right. Well, sure. Trust you had a great weekend and new weekend. The struggle will also continue.
Sure. A la Nigeria. You know, Nigeria's levels. We are coping.
There's a keep pushing.
We are coping.
That's no time. Well, thank you, Ryan, for your time. I'll see you in 2 hours.
After a successful election of Obehi Town Union, Okwa West Local Government Area of Abia State, these are the new executives of Obehi Town Union. Chief Honorable Dominic Ofoji, President General, CDC. Comrade Stephen Wogu, Vice President. Mr. Polycarp Nwachuku, Secretary General. Chief Joseph Moko, Treasurer. Mr. Emeka Ofoji, Publicity Secretary. Mr. Amobi Peters, Financial Secretary. Desmond Roberts, Provost 1, and Mr. Leonard Onwukwe, Provost 2 for Obehi Central Youth. Comrade Ezebonwa Azong, aka Ezewano, Central Youth President. Comrade Chisom Remigius Ofoji, Deputy President General. Mr. Enyinna Ifuribe, Secretary. Inhanyiwo, Assistant Secretary. Mr. Chijoke Agomo, Treasurer. Nnamdi Ekuluo, Financial Secretary. Paul Obinna Sunday, Publicity Secretary.
Dr. Alex Oti, Executive Governor, Abia State. Ministering in Songs, Steve Crown, Mr. M and Revelation. Brother Israel Anyanele of Nna, Chairman Planning Committee, with other church leaders across denominations.
Touche Cleaning Services for your professional cleaning services. Our services include washroom cleaning, janitorial service, residential and commercial, carpet cleaning, furniture cleaning, clothes folding. Book now on this number 091
Ministers Prayer Network Apostolic
63819. Again 091 609
25. Registration and instruction forms are available at the ministry in Umuahia and at 51 Alliance Sports Complex, Umuafo, Aba. Only 8 winners will be announced at the launch event on Thursday, 10 April 2025. Signed, 51 Alliance, operator of the 51 Alliance Abia State Football Super League, PPP.
Prosper and Caro Nkwocha Foundation, in collaboration with Of Education, offers a 3-year tuition fee scholarship for NC students, regular and weekend programs, benefits, full tuition coverage, mentorship and career guidance, the opportunity to honor the legacy of Prosper and Caro Nkwocha by excelling in the field of education. Eligibility criteria: 5 credits in 1 or 2 sittings, demonstrate academic excellence and a passion for education, exhibit financial need, show a commitment to giving back to the community. Exam date 18 to 21st of March 2025, 25th to 28th of March 2025.
Pastor Mrs. Ngozi Afam Okwocha and other anointed women of God. Frontline Women's Summit 2025. An experience you will never forget in a hurry. For inquiries, call 0907 999 00.
Are you an undergraduate studying in a Nigerian public university? Are you from Abia or resident in Abia? The Alex Oti Foundation invites applications for its 2024-2025 undergraduate scholarship scheme. This prestigious scholarship is open to students progressing to 200 level or direct entry students with a minimum CGPA of 3.5 on a 5.0 scale.
Look beyond borders and seek opportunities that span the globe. You need a world view. The world is open for business and the opportunities are endless. It's time to think global. It's time to trade global. Visit hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play Store or App Store to get started today.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Sorry, madam. There's an emergency at the shop. They need you now. It's a serious...
Nothing is more...
Mama akwụkwọ ezigbo oyi gị ma ọ bụ naanị gị na ndị eji gị na-akpọrị ndụ Udenivie Dry ga-eme gị mma. Enwere ya ugbu a n'obere mkpọ 25ml maka ọmarịcha ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị ma ihe a na-eme.
I say Nigerian, my rice must be premium. I want the stone-free rice. I don't want it gummy rice. That's why I choose Kiara. See, I see they swell Kiara. The aroma they make me hungry. Oh yeah, give me some. From the east to the west, pretty ladies here. It gets fiber and protein. Oh yes. From the north to the south, African king rice can be found. Choose Kiara rice, we don't go let you down. Joy, joy, joy. The taste of joy is here. Pretty ladies.
Containing calcium, iron, and fiber. So, pack Milo and snacks in their lunchbox every day to help your kids refuel at break time and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Welcome to Lagos Star Wire and Cable. Super quality, standard, made in Nigeria wire and cable. Pure copper. Full 100 meters. Certified by Mancap. Lagos Star Wire and Cable comes in single, flex, flat, and TRS. Lagos Star Wire and Cable is available in all electrical shops nationwide. Oh yes. Think quality standard wire and cable. Think Lagos Star Wire.
were Total Energies nyawo ụgbọ maka nchekwa injin ụgbọala kwa ụbọchị na ịgba na-aga.
My country people, this one now go get to Rio. Oh, now don't hear say Smooth Chapman don't carry fresh style come. Now the same Smooth Chapman way you know, but he don't get new label. So whether you dey chill with your friends or you dey celebrate your small and big wins, just carry one Smooth Chapman bottle, make you carry go. Oh yeah, what's it?
Jim in the morning.
Check it out, check it out, check it, check it.
my name is Oke Bakasi, motivational comedian, Nollywood actor. Yes. I know you're listening for everything sports. Keep listening to Sports Breakfast on Magic FM 102.9.
Okay, my name is Glenn Drunker. I'm going to break my fast with Sports Breakfast because it's faster than the fast that you were breaking when you were breaking your fast. It's Sports Breakfast on Magic 102.9. Abba. Chineke. Please, Chime one more.
Frag out! This is where sports lives.
Here we go!
Come on! Football.
Driver! Matic takes the net off!
Chiellini Quadrado! Oh my goodness! A special goal in a special game!
Tennis. Basketball. Formula One. Boxing.
To be turned home by Isak. It's not going to count. The flag is up. Well, looking for a second goal. Looking to put Liverpool to bed here. And it's Isak. Oh, that's outstanding. What a finish from Alexander Isak. But Liverpool's fans will be expecting them to really grandstand it and give everything to get back into the game. Here they come with Luis Diaz. Now Szoboszlai. His pass. Chance for Liverpool. What a save by Pope to deny Curtis Jones. Jones loses out to Guimaraes. And here's Barnes and here's Isak, who must be offside. And it's a heck of a save from Quivin Kelleher. Guimaraes robbed by Elliott.
Long time. But before we delve into that, and of course other stories from the European Centre this morning, let's talk other sport where British boxing legend Rick Hatton believes that the right amount of money placed on the table, Tyson Fury will return from retirement to fight Anthony Joshua. The discussions about the much anticipated British heavyweight showdown came to an end when Fury announced his retirement from the sport in January following a consecutive defeat to heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk. Since then, the Gypsy King has given no indication that he plans to reverse his decision. But fellow Hatton, a close friend of Fury, has shared his thoughts on the situation. And from our light welterweight world champion, believes that for the right money, Tyson Fury would jump at the chance to share the ring with his fellow Andreva, underlined her growing reputation as the hottest emerging talent on the WTA tour by shocking world number one Aryna Sabalenka to win the Indian Wells title. Russia's Andreva, 17 years old, produced a composed and clinical performance to fight back from a 6-2 or 2-6 down to win 2-6, 6-4, 6-3. It is her second successive title and back-to-back victories at the WTA 1000 level after triumphing in Dubai at the end of February. Well, speaking at the Indian Wells crowd during the trophy presentation, a laughing Andreva said, "I would like to thank myself for fighting until the end, for always believing and for never quitting. I tried to run like a rabbit because Aryna was sending bullets across the net and it was hard." Andreva is the youngest champion in the WTA history at this level, the highest tier of events below the 4 Grand Slam tournament, and extended her winning streak to 12 matches by beating Belarusian 3-time major champion Aryna Sabalenka. But of course, you also have to note that she's also equaling the record of Serena Williams, who did it way back in 1999.
You look at what this lady has been able to do. It's not the first time she's gone this far. If you look at her records ever since she burst onto the scene, of course, like you said, she's going to be going up to the number 6 position. Before now, she was ranked at 29th in the world as at the 24th of February this year. But with this win of hers, I think that will take her up the ladder, up to the 6th position. That is a remarkable performance from her. And of course, she's been around in the last 2 years. Look at what she's done. She was in the Aussie Open, got to the semi-finals, the French Open quarterfinals in 2024, got to the Wimbledon first round. She was knocked out in 2024. At the US Open, in 2024, she got to the 3rd round, and here is she, winning this one. So I think for me, it's progression. She will definitely want to build on this with what she's been able to do, and we can only wish her well at the age of 17.
Points. The Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the 76ers, 125 to 130 points. The LA Lakers back to winning ways against the Phoenix Suns. I told you that earlier, winning 107 to 96. Brooklyn Nets won against Atlanta Hawks, 122 to 114. Already see the Portland Trail Blazers beat the Toronto Raptors 105 to 102 points. In the earliest of this morning, it was the Clippers in action against the Charlotte Hornets, and they won 123 to 88 points. The Timberwolves were up against the Utah Jazz, and they won 128 to 102. While the Milwaukee Bucks actually did lose to the OKC 105 to 121 points. Well, amazing games it was, Tony, and we're beginning to see those teams that have actually proved themselves worthy of the playoff position, while some are struggling for the playing position.
Well, very true, Sam. Very, very true. I'm talking about the Golden State Warriors, and I think they might just be that team that would get into the playoffs and maybe cause a whole lot of problems. And no one is actually talking about some of other teams. You can see that you talked about the LA Clippers themselves, not too convincing. But then the OKC have had a fantastic season. We've talked about them all through the season, Sam, and they keep winning. They just keep winning their games. How would you explain it that the Oklahoma City Thunder are seated first on the log day in the Western Conference, having played 68 games, 56 wins, and 12 losses for the OKC? They've been one of the standout teams this season. And the big question is, can they do this when they get into the playoffs? I think that is what the fans will be asking. But then, whether they do well during the playoffs or not, I think they'll sit back to remember.
Featuring on off rain and numerous charter crashes, for Norris, the preseason title favorite, has led the majority of the 58 laps from teammate Oscar Piastri at a slippery and blustery Albert Park as McLaren's qualifying dominant transferred into the rain heat race, but his win appeared in jeopardy as the return of wet weather for the closing 15 laps triggered a fresh round of chaos. Both McLaren's briefly slid off the track in the final sector, while Norris successfully rounded the next turn and immediately headed to the pit for immediate tires. The home favorite Piastri spun into the grass and dropped to the back of the field. Piastri eventually finished 9th, just ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who endured a difficult debut race for Ferrari, finishing 10th.
As runners-up at the Grand Prix, then of course this year he decided to take a further shot at it, and I think I'm happy for him. He's doing well. Can he sustain it? That's the big question for a man who has won, I think, 5 Grand Prix already in 7.
4.
Is it 4? So okay, 4 Grand Prix already. I think he's just gradually adding one, more to his already the ones he's won already. So for me, I think he's good for the young man. Let's just see what happens. Lando Norris, can he go all the way throughout the year 2025? And I'm sure the likes of Max Verstappen and co would want to bounce back. But did you see where Lewis Hamilton finished? 10th. Come on, that's just a sign of, hey, Lewis, it looks as if his days are coming to an end.
Well, never say never, they say. I will never say never on Lewis Hamilton. A big fan of Lewis Hamilton I am. I hope he actually gets his 8th title.
How did he finish 10th?
Well, it's his first time with the Ferrari car. He made a lot of complaints and excuses, but we're not going to delve into that this morning. Anyways, let's quickly switch gears and talk football on the show this morning.
We're the station that beats all the competition. And we'll prove it as soon as we hear any competition. 102.9.
After completing some of the league games with their respective clubs at the weekend, so from today I'm sure we're going to have a couple of players come on board right there in Kigali. It's a crucial game. We all know the importance of that game. It's a must win for the Eagles if we would stand a chance of even making it to the World Cup next year. So in just a matter of time, I will be here talking about more players that'll be arriving camp. And I think the aim is to ensure that those players get a win. I think that's just what it is. And more so that you play the first leg in Kigali against the Rwandan team and come back 4 days later to play against Zimbabwe in Uyo. It adds a whole lot of pressure. So it means the players must be up and doing. And we pray that...
home, the Pride of Rivers took the lead at the restart via Taufik Olani in the 47th minute before Samson Obi doubled their lead at the hour mark. Despite a late cancellation in the 90th minute, the visitors held to peak maximum points at the El Academy Sport Complex to maintain their second position on the log. In Uyo, second half goals from Endurance Bidebiri. I always have issues with this name. Bidebiri. And Uche Sebastian sealed a vital win for Aqua United over Shooting Stars to keep their survival hopes alive. In Kano, Nasarawa United kept their survival hopes alive as they continue to battle against the drop. securing grit and sheer determination on the road on match day 29. A 1-1 draw against former Premier League champions, the Saima Sugida side at the Sani Abacha Stadium, Koforomata in Kano. Ikorodu City and Aimba share the spoils. And an end-to-end 2-2 draw where Remo Stars got the better of Heartland FC 2-0 in Ikene. And we also did see Bayelsa United defeat
Ikorodu City Football Club were able to, come back in that game. That is a question for another day. That was a controversial goal. 2 balls inside the pitch, a throw-in, and the referee allowed it. But come on, these things happen in the NPFL. We won't be here to. Every team have benefited from things like this. Yeah. Every team have also cried from teams like this. So I think Enyimba, well, taking the point of IKC in Lagos, well, not a bad one. Maybe is Enyimba trying to do a late surge? Maybe they lie 8 on the log right now, and just few points separating them from the top 4. So it means they come back, to play at home against Bayelsa United on March day 30. Before that, Enyimba will play in the FA Cup, I think on Wednesday. Against a non-league side or thereabout.
El
Shama. From homeboy local favourites Dan Born and Alexander Isak, the Swedish international, put them on course for a triumph that will lead to legendary status on the team side for manager Eddie Howe and his players. Now Dan Born, the local boy, a homegrown talent, celebrated his first England call-up by meeting Kieran Trippier's corner with a towing header in the first half stoppage time before the man of the moment Alexander Isak pounced to finish clinically from Jacob Murphy's knockdown after 52 minutes. But now Liverpool brought on Federico Chiesa, who gave them a consolation, but it wasn't enough as Newcastle United survived the tense finish to clinch their first major silverware since the Intercity's first cup in 1969 and first domestic success since the 1955 FA Cup. What a game it was for the team side, the Magpies, Newcastle United.
And how did it feel for Eddie Howe? He had this to say on pitch during the celebration.
One of the best days, I'm sure, of all of our careers to win here in front of the supporters, the number, and also,
well, of course, Tony.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? Newcastle United, they're in cloud 9, and what a game they had. And for the first time, Sam, Liverpool, Mo Salah did not have a shot on target, did not have a shot at goal, and come on, that was how bad Liverpool were yesterday, and it looks as if they're running out of steam.
Shocking start for Mo Salah, 9 finals, 2 goals and 1 assist.
Well,
I didn't say anything.
Newcastle United arguably deserved to be crowned champions of the Carabao Cup. Now let's go to other results. We did see in the Premier League, Everton were held to 1-0 by West Ham United. Man City, what's up? The dark days still continued at the weekend. They couldn't win against Brighton. Brighton came back to level scores 2-2 at the Etihad Stadium. Southampton were beaten by VC Wolverhampton Wanderers 2-1. Brentford also won on the road against Bournemouth 2-1. On Sunday, Arsenal picked Chelsea 1-0. Fulham scored 2 past Tottenham Hotspur, and Man United scored a 3.
Start your B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
My son, help me check this phone. I don't know wetin Junior press. E no dey work again.
Make I see. Mommy,
wetin happen?
They don't block your line now.
Nobody like to chop blocking, so if they don't block you unto say you not link your NIN to your Airtel line, run kitty go any Airtel shop with your NIN to unblock your line today.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Sorry, madam. There's an emergency at the shop. They need you now. It's a serious...
Nothing is more serious than a Golden One breakfast with my family. Don't you understand?
All the pack looks different. I'm seeing support energy release, BAM, on the pack. Is it the same Milo? No, this one is new and improved. The support energy release means when you give your kids Milo as part of breakfast, you are giving them energy they need to go to school. I like this one.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Chike, you don't hear the latest? Hero Hunter don't boss everywhere, oh. Ayo, what happen? Why you dey run like this now? Hero Hunter promo don't land. Them call am tank full, pocket full. If you buy Hero Hunter bike now, them go dash you 15,000 naira fuel cashback. Sharp, no be joke, oh. Just buy your bike, scan the QR code where them go give you, fill your details, and then go wire the fuel money enter your account after small verification.
Chai! Hero Hunter now, baba oh!
Go buy your Hero Hunter now before them finish am.
Omo, I dey go now.
Malam, don Allah me ke faruwa da idan yara suka zo makaranta? Me ke sa idan suka bar gida cikin tsafta, amma sai su dawo gida sabanin haka?
Himma ce da babu kakkautawa. Tarin karatu da wasannin motsa jiki na zaizaye karfin jiki. Saboda
137-7520 or 0813-007-1137 or 0812-286-1603. Onyi Breast Nigeria Limited. In God we trust.
Magic 102.9.
We are this.
We are like young volcanoes. And this. You and me, we can ride on a star. If you stay with me, girl, we can rule the world.
We're also Magic
102.9 FM. The Buzz.
All the yam or the ones that is very tasty, or you're talking about the new yam.
I don't know the difference now. I really don't know the
lots of yam.
I'm not a big fan of yam.
Okay, you should know the EO yam.
I prefer the white.
The white one, yeah.
Okay. I don't like it the moment. Sometimes when it's done, it changes color. I lose appetite. But the fact is, the foodstuffs are coming down. Yes.
Well, gradually.
Is it really?
Not.
Is it really coming down?
Gradually. Just.
Is it really coming down? A bag of rice is still at its price.
It's a process.
So it's no longer 100 anymore.
It's no longer. Yeah. It's a process.
Well, come on now, Tony.
that is when I will say the price has come down. For now, a bag of rice is still almost hitting 100k. So let it come down to like 15,000.
You settle out of
yes.
Welcome to Abuja. Well, can we put our hands together for Newcastle?
Yeah, the Magpies had a great game.
I don't know how to define this. They ended their decades-long trophy drought. 56 years in football is like forever. And you wait for 56 years for a trophy. I never knew it was that bad.
Yeah, I mean, the last time they did lay their hands on the trophy was the Intercities Cup. That was, I think, 1964. But if you look at the domestic scene and a major domestic trophy, the last time they actually did win it was in 1955, 70 years precisely ago.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
A long time.
And to think that they had some of the best, you know, in that time. The sharers of this world, you know, did play.
Deserved. Got the goal, the first goal. Kieran Trippier was also outstanding for them.
This allowed goal, it's all.
The Isak disallowed goal.
Well,
it was started as offside.
Sure. You know, sometimes this is VAR. It depends on the position you're looking, and the guys behind the system, will just give you a different angle. And you'll be shouting. I don't know what some tricks.
Guess what?
I don't quite understand.
Guess what? Isak's goal, which stood, was even more beautiful to watch.
The second goal.
The second goal.
It was like, you know what he did? After scoring, say, "Hey, look back. Catch me if you can."
Same, true. And I think for me, Newcastle United just showed that they needed it more. Did you see the turnout at the Wembley Stadium? Black and white colors almost everywhere. And Newcastle United were just solid on the night. And give it up to their manager Eddie Howe. He's done so well. And like Liverpool, I don't know. It looks as if they're running out of steam. They lost to PSG.
They played out. And the Champions League again. You talk about 12 points. That's about how many games?
That's about 4 games.
So it's possible.
No, if only the team chasing Liverpool
is consistent. Arsenal.
I said it on this dial, and I said, even if we have 15 games remaining, Liverpool will still win the league. Because if it is Arsenal chasing Liverpool, then I'm sorry.
I wish it was the Nottingham Forest.
I wish it was Nottingham Forest chasing.
No, I wish it was the Man City we knew last season.
Last season,
Man City.
Liverpool have got to be really. I mean, this is the first ever big shake for Arne Slot.
Yeah.
And Like he's not really standing.
Yeah, I think
they
they've
were knocked
lost
out by
him.
Plymouth in the FA Cup.
True.
Beaten by PSG in the Champions League. Beaten by Newcastle
in the Carabao Cup
final. Like, I'm not sure Liverpool actually did see this coming.
Well, honestly,
game over.
No way back.
Yeah, I think Leicester City are primed to shake hands with officials of the championship.
They have to go back to where they
I think that's why I say they will have to shake hands with officials of the championship in England, because they look like a team that are condemned to play in the championship. How would you explain it that Ruud van Nistelrooy, out of the last how many games? Is it 8 or 9 games or thereabout? Leicester City have won just 2 out of, I think, out of 16 games or thereabout? They've won 2 or 3. That's a very poor result coming from the Foxes. The players themselves, they seem not to have confidence. They are struggling. Look at how they were torn apart by a struggling Man United. United, were not too good, but somehow United had to win that game. Rasmus Højlund, the goal scorer, scored the first goal. Garnacho with the second goal, and Bruno agonizing on the kick. I think United must give thanks to Bruno Fernandes. That man has been their go-to man. 15 goals, I think 16 goals he scored.
Do you see them finish in the top 10 this season?
Likely, if they continue like this, we'll have about 8 more games crossed. But like Tony did say, they would need to be very consistent. Be as consistent as we did see them in the last game against Leicester City. But they should not be carried away. I think they're always carried away. I mean,
they're carried away or somehow lose focus. They lose focus, not being
So,
carried away because they overwhelm some to say, hey, what are you guys doing? But I don't know what you think. Chelsea's hopes of closing the gap on Arsenal took a significant blow yesterday afternoon, succumbed to a 1-0 win, lost again. Race for top four finish. I think it's really difficult to say Chelsea will make top 4.
Inconsistency, they are not consistent. You can't finish in the top 4 with
England squad. Comes in Morgan Gibbs-White, but then he was unable to play that game yesterday, and we did see how unrecognizable the Chelsea squad did look. No impact, no direction, nothing. Really. Even without getting the goals, at least, I mean, he has a lot of creativity around his game. But unfortunately, I mean, with his injury, I don't know how Enzo Maresca is going to cope. Let's hope it's not going to be a long-term injury. That's just the thing.
Yeah, just like the injury to the young man at United, Heaven was injured. A man who just Heaven, he has shown brilliance and doesn't stay out for a long time. And he's been one player that has got opportunities in the team. So I hope he goes to heaven like his name.
Well, it's close. Maybe something happened on the way anyway, but he get back on track again time as we move. Well, that's quite interesting. For Man City, the woes continue again.
Continues.
So points.
Continues.
I don't know. It's just losing at home to Brentford. It was like, wow.
I mean, I always knew it was going to be end to end. Always. I mean, I did tell OJ here, was it on Friday morning? I said that game Saturday is going to be end to end, and they did bring a lot of character, in that game. But I think what is most important is Bournemouth understand that this is not the end. Yes, I mean they lose, but they would also always find a way to bounce back somehow.
Well, like Brentford, I did mention 2 of their players, talking about Yohan Wissa, top player, and Brian Mbeumo. These 2 players up front, they can hurt any defense line. And yet again, Wissa was on the score sheet, so give it to them. I think they had not to.
I think what Barcelona have been able to do is to recreate the 2007, 2008, 9, 10, Messi. The mentality of Messi. I mean, how he operates, just the same way. Allow him the freedom, let him dictate the play and pace, and everything works and revolve around him.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah, give it to them, Mike. Top of the table, comfortably. They are looking good. Young players in the team.
Even with one game, they
have one outstanding game. So give it to Barcelona. I think they would go all the way. Samuel did highlight the young players of the team, the likes of Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, young players Pedri, Gavi, Ansu Fati.
I think it's a unit.
Yes, young team.
It's a unit. Now back home, huge win for Rivers United over the weekend, and were you guys surprised that it turned?
Yes, on the way win against El Kanemi Warriors.
Finidi George has shown character. What is done in the last 2 away games have shown that he's a top manager. each time Enyimba play against an opponent, Finidi George comes to Aba to watch. He did that against when Enyimba played Shooting Stars, and his next game was against Shooting Stars in Ibadan. He went to Ibadan, got a point. Did the same thing when Enyimba played against El Kanemi Warriors, came to Aba, watched Enyimba play against El Kanemi, and has gone to El Kanemi in Maiduguri and took maximum points away. Now that is character. And Aba boy got the second goal for them. Good for them.
Good result for Enyimba.
Good result, yes.
Good result.
Yeah, not a bad one. Going to Lagos to get the points doesn't come easy against the Oga Boys IKC. I think Enyimba almost they were on the verge of winning. They were on the verge. The Ikorodu boys are not smiling.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for your time. Where the big boys, the arrival?
They are coming in gradually. Amas Sobasoge, Victor Osimhen, Bruno Onyemaechi, Papa Daniel, Kayode Bankole. We also have some of the assistants, Daniel Ogumodede and
Fidelis. And the forecast indicates a longer than usual rainy season in Lagos, beginning late March and ending early in December. The rainy season is expected to start as early as the last week of this month, and while the end of the season expected the first week in December. And so, to be forewarned, I hope the weather is pleasant and cool with you where you are this morning. Good morning again.
Like the G in the building. 102.9. Good morning. Stay right here.
Ida of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you dey whine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abi?
Jerry, now you dey talk like this? Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, HFM.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said HFM.com.
Which one is HFM.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra fast execution. 1 to 2,000 left.
Are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said HFM.com. Visit www.hfm.com.
Understand? All our winnings start with a nutritious golden breakfast. Now, sit down. Please join us.
Yes, ma. At once.
Breakfast is serious business. Handle it with the nutritious Golden Moon. Now with a great new look. Trust Golden Moon to help fuel your family to win every day. Golden Moon. Make every day golden.
Ma ị na-agbapụ ịgbanye ụgbọala ma ọ bụ na-agba egwu na agbamakwụkwọ ezigbo ọyị gị ma ọ bụ naanị gị na ndị enyi gị na-akpọrị ndụ Udeniga Dry ga-eme gị mma. Enwere ya ugbu a n'obere mkpọ 25mm maka ọmarịcha ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị ma ihe ha na-eme.
Bịa nso ka m jukene gị ihe. Kedu ihe na-egbochi gị mgbe ị na-eteta n'ụtụtụ ọbụla? Ọ bụ na ị maghị otu ụbọchị gị ga-esi wee je na ụbọchị na-aga? Gịnị na-eme ka obi gị na-agba ọsọ? Ọ bụ egwu na ị naghị eme nke ọma mgbe o ruru mgbede? Ọ bụ oge ntakịrị ọzọ na-agụsị gị agụ ike? Ihe ọ bụla ọ bụ, chetakwa na ọnwụnwa na nsogbu anaghị akọwa gị kama otu isi wee bili.
Kiara Rice Mills, the taste of joy in every grain.
Oga teacher, abeg, wetin dey happen when my pikin dem come school? Why e be say dem go comot house very clean, when dem come back the difference no be here o.
Na because action no dey finish, ma. All the book dem dey learn plus sports wey dem dey do dey burn energy, so that sweat stain, the uniform wey tear and dirty shoes show say your pikin dey very active.
Na wow!
Your pikin dem need nourishing energy, make you give dem the new improved Milo for breakfast. E get correct nutrients wey dey support energy release to help dem use their day well well. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Aha! Anyị na-ekele ndị niile nwere ụgbọala trọk bụ nji ukwu tinyere ndị nwere ọrụ ka o kwesịrị ya mere na Total Energies n'ime
Ababa. Go buy your Hero Hunter now before dem finish am.
Omo, I dey go now.
Good mama, it's the detergent that makes my fabric fresh. It dey foam well, it dey lift dirt, and it dey boost my confidence. Oh yeah. Good mama for every wash. Good mama detergent, mama for everyone.
This is Magic 102.9.
Streaming live on www.magicfm.ng.
My only radio for life.
For sure, Young Afro and Davido, sober, morning hours. Another way to say, don't lose your head. Don't lose your head. Stay focused as you move. Let's go. We're almost there. Got 12 minutes and the wrap-up time. And let's rewind. I need to recharge somebody's phone right now. And I hope it's you. I need 2 calls. Yeah, the second caller with the right word for the day wins it all. Very easy and simple. So jump online if you can. That's right. Call me up on the phone lines. They're actively right now on Right Sport. Magic Station, good morning. Well, it's unfortunate that network will be standing in the way of your... Yeah, who's this? Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and location quickly. Yeah. I'm in the building. I'm running out of time. I got just 10 minutes.
Morning.
What's your name, please, and your location? I lost him, right? It's a bad network this morning. It's unfortunate. Anyway, thank you. I feel the excitement in your voice this morning. And maybe better luck tomorrow. Do I have you in? Hello? Well, no go. That's right. Well, the one we give, you need to pay attention to how well you manufacture excuses and how often you utter the word someday. And maybe, if you believe, maybe today is the day that someday leaves your vocabulary book. And keep your eyes on the ball. Good luck. We hook up again tomorrow morning by His grace. And Ike the G.
The world is changing and opportunities are everywhere. The question is, are you ready to seize them? For far too long, we have been conditioned to think within the constraints of geographical borders created by man. An example is Nigeria. But let me tell you something profound. You are part of the world, not just one nation. You don't just live in Nigeria, you live in the world. It's time to
Nothing is more serious than a Golden Morn breakfast with my family. Don't you understand? All our winnings start with a nutritious golden breakfast. Now, sit down. Please join us.
Yes, ma. At once.
Breakfast is serious business. Handle it with a nutritious Golden Morn. Now with a great new look. Trust.
Pianzo, kam jukene gị ihe kedu ihe na-egbochi gị mgbe ị na-eteta n'ụtụtụ ọbụla ọ bụ na ịmaghị otu ụbọchị gị ga-esi wee je na